Morning, welcome to another video. So what's my training video about today? Right, well listen, I've got gaps in my equipment or in my workouts. There's gaps, and what I mean by gaps is certain muscles that just don't get trained. One of them being shoulders. It does get hit when you do the bull work. You do get the shoulder hit, but you don't hit it the way I'm used to in the gym. And there's these missing parts. And there's also gaps with the biceps. I want to fill them in. And there's gaps with back work, and I want to fill all that in. Now, I've trained with bands before, but the bands I bought previously were too small. They're like Pilates bands or something. Hardly any weight to them whatsoever. So I could never really get a useful workout from them. So what have I done? After the review on YouTube, I've seen a gentleman's review, and it was quite a decent review to be fair, and I'm going to link his YouTube site to this description because I feel it needs it, because this is where I got this from. I watched one of his reviews and he reviewed the Pro Iron band set, and it was a decent review to be fair, and it was honest as well. So why did I buy these? Because they're under 20 quid is why I bought them, right? But there's a few nice features about them, and I'll go through it with you. You've got really sturdy, a little bit thick for me, but you've got really sturdy handles, and you've got really sturdy carabiners. I mean, look at the size of them. You don't normally get them in a kit this cheap. So you're, like I say, under 20 quid. And what I like about these is, I'm scared of resistance bands, I've got to be honest, because I'm scared of them snapping. These are corded, so it's all cord, Now, the good thing about cord is it's a loads of little fragments, so these will tear hopefully, before the snap. But what I like about this more than anything, it's a key feature for me, is each band's got a tag on it, and each tag says you how much resistance weight there is. So it's £25. Now this kit, £100 resistance, if you put it all together, you got £100 resistance, so it's about 45 kilos, if my math serves me correct, just off the top of my head. So if you bought two kits for just under 40 quid, you've got 100 kilos nearly. You've got 90 kilos of resistance. Now that's worth it in anybody's money, especially with bands, because 90 kilos on a bands feels a lot heavier than 90 kilos on a bar. So without further ado, I am going to fill the gaps today. It's not a workout as such, I'm just trying it out, but I'm going to fill gaps today with what I feel my workouts are missing. And then once I've done this video and I stop buying, because I'm always buying, my kit is assembled, and I'm going to start putting together workouts with the full kit, filling all the gaps in and making it count. Right, so just clip these onto the carabiner. This is a £10 resistance band, and the gap I want to fill with these is the side lateral raises. I do them with the chest expander and stuff. It just don't feel the same. The chest expander, if I'm being honest, is too heavy for this type of workout, because it just is too heavy, too much of a start. So the filler is, you can do it one-handed or you can do it both-handed. I did a wide stance on these just to put more resistance on band, but I go to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what you can do, if you want to go further, you can hold this here, stand there, and then the resistance starts right at the bottom. You can do one hand, and resistance starts at the bottom there, more. But it's just a faff, so I just like to get a wide stance and go. It's not exactly the same as what you're going to get in with the dumbbells in a gym, but it does soon kick in. 8, get some blood in there. Now we can do the forward ones, so together. 1. Close legs a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, That's nice and warmed up now, yeah. Just a quick one about these. I've gone on to £15, that one a bit lighter. Just a quick one about these. I've got a protection sleeve on them. So it protects it from fraying when you've got it on the door and stuff like that. I personally don't like it, even though it's needed. I just think it gets in the way really, but it's there. But it stops it from fraying, you know, when you've got it on your door equipment. But for me, it just gets in my way a little bit. Right, so we're off again now, yeah. That's better. Ten, 11, 12, yep, fronts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so I've got heavier now. See if that light makes a difference. A little bit, doesn't it? I've gone heavier now. I've gone to £20 of resistance and I'm going to do shoulder press. So get your feet in middle, make sure that they're evenly spaced. If they're evenly spaced without stretching them, then that one's a little bit, you've got to get them even, otherwise you can bother. So I've got to have my feet closed on this because I don't want to overstretch the bands, and I like to do it in front. Some people take the bands behind, but I think it gets caught. So I like it in front, yeah, and it's just a shoulder press, yeah. And pull it in, that way, just get more for your money. You see, the difference with bands is people are a bit scared of bands, but what they don't realise is the press is always on. You don't get no rest from it, so you don't need to train as heavy as you do with weights, because I've said before, when you're training with weights you get resting spots, whereas with these you don't really get resting spots. It's always fighting you, so you don't need as much weight. So this kit really, it's plenty weight. Yeah, and you'll see, and then once you go above it, then you just buy another kit, or you just start adding bits on. So, second set, get them level, and your rest time is about as long as it takes you to change your band really. This is the only bit I don't like about having these level and everything, and I'm a bit scared of them as well to start with. So, up, press. 9, 10. Yep, I felt that. So I'm going to go to heavier band now, yeah, and then see how that feels. But I did feel that. So this is your rest time. As long as it takes to change this band, this is your rest time. So take your time with it. Have a rest. Good thing about these is you can't get to the gym. You've got on holiday and it's a bag about that big. Just throw it in the boot of your car. You can still maintain some training while you're on your holidays. So get them levelled up. On up, yeah. It's getting there now, getting a nice little burn. 9, 10. You can, if you want, go on one foot and then you get a wider stance if you want. But remember to, if you go on this foot on this time, going that far of a turn, so you're just balancing everything out on your neck. So you can go on one foot and press that way. Yeah, a bit awkward, but you can do it. And then swap over to your foot and press, yeah. You can have it, a door equipment in there, but I think it restricts you to the back and it takes longer, so I prefer this way, me. Right, so who doesn't like a curl? Wide stance and then curl, yeah. Big squeezes. You can do hammer curls. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do forearm curls. Might be a bit heavy this for that. Right, so now set up on door mount into the door, yeah. I recommend that you use a door that closes the other way, but I ain't got that in bedroom, it only opens this way. But I've got a lock on it, so I should be alright. But it is recommended though, the other way. This is where that cover comes in, stops the friction from that. So you can do like some form of chest. Yeah, you can do like that. You obviously need heavier weight. Or you can push out. I'm struggling with this way of doing it, to be honest. I'm trying to find a better way that you can push down. It's a form of bench press. But if you put the string under your arms, you don't get it way. But you can do that under there, yeah. But the one I found best is, at the moment, is this one. Where you can bring it around your arms and squeeze out there like that. But at least you can get some chest in there, yeah. It's a bit like a fly. You can lean back into it if you want, but I don't like to. I like to stay fairly close, mate, because I don't want to snap them. And then you can just bang a few out like that. You see, you can't do it there. You have to go under there and press. Good thing with face pulls is you don't need handles. You can just hold on to them, so saves a lot of time and messing. So, face pulls, yeah. And then, you don't need handles for these, you can go into these triceps. You step back a bit, get it harder. Right, so you've got these little straps for your feet and you can put them around your ankles as well, but you can put that in there, yeah, and you can do shoulder press that way. And it's just a little bit more comfortable on your leg stands, rather than having a stand on it. Yeah, and then you get too wide and there's no stretching these bands. You can stand as wide as you want. It's hooked into there, and then you can go shoulder press from there. Yeah, and that is a lot more comfortable than the other way I was doing it. So you can play around with them and find better ways. But another thing you can do as well, if you get the straps right, you can do squats. Yeah. I have to play around with that a little bit, but you get the picture, yeah. So you can do squats as well like that, yeah. Or you can do, you know, squats like that. You do lose the traction at bottom, but you gain it halfway through about there, and then that's it. And then if you get some pretty decent weight on, in fact the way I like to do squats, this way is probably better. Yeah, forward squat, more glutes, not glutes, fronts. So you can do that with them, yeah. It's endless really what you can do. You can even cross these over maybe and widen your legs a bit and do them. And even they feel better. In fact they do feel better. They feel a lot better. It's just like getting to grips with your equipment. I do like them. I do like them. I think they'll open it up. There's a lot you can do. I've got like a leaflet here. Tells you a few exercises on the leaflet. I've thought of more than what's on this leaflet, to be fair, so far. And another thing, I've just downloaded an app on my phone, and it's a band resistance band app. So I'm going to delve into that and find some more exercises you can do. Because there's loads of weird and wonderful things you can actually do with these. But people don't give them a chance. Now I'm not going to say that, I'm definitely not going to say you're going to get a super duper workout, but eventually you will. Once you get used to these and once you can start adding some real resistance on, you'll get somewhere. But I think they're a decent warm up to me, yeah, and a finisher. I think they're a decent finisher. So when you've already done your chest expander and your bull worker, you can finish off with these, yeah. And I might be wrong, there might be somebody out there that goes, no, they're not just a finishing tool, you can really train with them. But at the moment, I don't feel I can. But it's because I don't know about them, yeah. But what do I say about these? Yeah, I would, they look alright to me for that price. I'm pleasantly surprised because you've got big carabiners, you've got really decent straps, decent handles. I mean, they're all sewn and everything, it's all proper sewn on, yeah. And you wouldn't expect that for that price. You know, I was a bit scared when I bought them, I thought they'd be rubbish, but they're quite substantial, they're quite strong. They're definitely better than other set I bought, and that other set were more expensive. So yeah, Pro Iron. I'll leave a link for them. If you want to buy them, buy them. But I've got all my kit now. The only thing I'm probably going to buy is a bar that these clip onto, and then I'm definitely done then. Because I can do squats with bar and stuff. You can just clip them on and do squats and off you go. But then I think I'm definitely done with it all. I think I've got all my kit and I'm going to start putting together proper workouts now with all of it, yeah. So you'll see some decent workouts starting Monday. I'll use all the equipment. So I'll pick like back, shoulders, biceps, and you'll see it all come out and it'll all get done. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised with them. They're better than my other bands and I'm glad I bought them really. So keep training.